death is sweeter than continued life under tyranny.
First of all, I think Farrakhan is taken out of context all the time, and he's represented as a villain when he's really not. He's saying, I've said it on the show, I don't even, how many times did I say it during Trayvon Martin, Michael Brown? There's only so, what he's trying to say is a warning. He's saying, listen, we need to get this under, there's a point where everyone breaks.
Yes.
Where they don't care anymore.
Yes.
There's a like he said in the video, there's a point where a Palestinian killed and killed and killed and killed and killed. Eventually you're going to kill back. Eventually you look at your things and be like, well, let's look at this other part of it.
Justice or else. Minister Louis Farrakhan is going to have a march. So I hear what you say. The bottom line is when it comes to Louis Farrakhan, he is only acting on what is there.
Hogwash.
He's acting on the fuel of the community. He's acting on the anger on the streets. And if you keep taunting and beating and stripping and raping and killing a certain culture of any culture, the revolution of the community will rise.
And somebody can ignite that.
Anyone can ignite it.
Thank you.
Anyone can ignite it.
And now it's Louis.
And it's Louis, and it's also Christian ministers who are going in churches. He's going into liberal Christian churches and he's speaking. And I hear a lot of white people come to me and say, surely this isn't right. Why is he doing this? Because you cannot continue to beat, to steal. What happened to James Blake was unjust, and that just added to the fuel of Farrakhan.
Yeah. I have a bit of a difference.
Okay, but see, now there's others who will say he's acting on the fuel that's already out there.
Yes.
He didn't create this fire.
No, but this has been his fire. He's had the gasoline for this fire for a very long time.
Yeah, but the gasoline is now getting ready to be more ignited.
Yeah,
Look
but
at what
he didn't get
happened.
credit for that. His motive has been very clear.
I disagree with you.
Go ahead, Mike.
First of all, I think Farrakhan is taken out of context all the time, and he's represented as a villain when he's really not. He's saying, I've said it on the show, I don't even, how many times did I say it during Trayvon Martin, Michael Brown? There's only so, what he's trying to say is a warning. He's saying, listen, we need to get this under, there's a point where everyone breaks.
Yes.
Where they don't care anymore.
Yes.
There's like he said in the video, there's a point where a Palestinian looks and goes, I want you to hurt like I hurt because I have nothing left to live for. Things like that. That's how ISIS started. Started as a peaceful organization. Then they kept getting oppressed and killed and killed and killed and killed and killed and killed. Eventually you're going to kill back. Eventually you look at your things and be like, well, let's look at this other part of the Quran. Where, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, that's what that brings. Boko Haram, same thing. They started as a peaceful group. And
Farrakhan, what are you advocating for?
He's not advocating. He's saying,
but you, what are you advocating for?
I'm advocating everyone needs to get together and be peaceful. But it doesn't mean we don't talk about.
But we can't do that with Farrakhan's initiatives.
I mean, Farrakhan's in the Malcolm X side of things.
Okay,
we need a Malcolm
either.
Huh?
We couldn't do it with Malcolm either.
No, but Malcolm was the opposite of Martin Luther King. Like, they worked together a lot.
Right.
People forget that. They wrote letters, they were working on that. You need someone to shine a light.
Even if you put in place Malcolm and Martin, and what we know about that history and how both men had a different agendas. Yeah. We look at the agenda of what they wanted us to do and what is the outcome of that agenda. We're living in the outcome of that agenda because peace obviously has not gotten black people anywhere. Okay, violence has obviously not gotten us anywhere.
But I think
so what is going to get us? But it's swinging how?
I think it's swinging to extreme left or extreme right. I think that there has been progress amongst black people. I think that we've seen growth, we've seen development. We've seen some attack here recently that's really uncomfortable, very violating. We do need to stand for that. We do need to fight for laws to change. We definitely need to be more active, but not that nothing's been done or that very little's been done. We got a black man in the White House.
But look at in Baltimore and Ferguson. That's what we're talking. We're not talking. Obviously there's a ton of black people in the community who are Obama. We got a lot.
I can't see what you're saying.
So 3 minutes, DraftKings.
Oh, 2 minutes. Thank you. That works great.
So what was I talking about? We're talking about this is what happened. Those people aren't what we're talking about. They're in the elite. They're in the 1%. Or at least with the 1%.
Right.
We're talking about like the poor neighborhoods in Chicago, LA, New York, where they're being oppressed and oppressed and oppressed, and eventually they're going to fight back. And it's healthy to warn. Like, you can't sit there with peace when this is going to happen. We got to explain it. He's just letting us know. He's going, listen, it's going to happen.
Right.
No, he's not saying, listen, it's going to happen. He's saying, listen, go and make it happen.
No. If you look at his original, he's saying what's going to end up happening and he was using, and this is where I'll be unpopular, he was using Bible and Quran quotes to back it.
Of course he was.
But that's his point. He's going, if you look at that, that's where people are going to go.
The Black Tea Party, featuring weekly discussions on political news and current affairs. Black Hollywood Live, Hollywood redefined.